Alright. The feng shui. Happy Easter, everyone. Happy Taurus season. Rise again. Alright, so it's spring. Down here in Mexico, the primavera trees are all blooming. It's beautiful. I can count them out my window. They're all over the neighborhood. Just enough to stand out, but not too many to normalize the sight. We're so close to brilliance we don't see it. We can't see the beauty of the reflection in ourselves. And it pulls us out into the questions, into the wonder. When the inner realm is where the magic is happening, where the transmutation of psyche is happening. You cannot define the value, so you can't know it. You can only know it through the language of what you've come to realize. And you lay the lies down, new soil for future seeds. It's like the scabbing of a wound, the covering of a wound. It is a healing process. It's an ignorant genius. Your awareness of how deep is the well? How much water do you have? How much emotional depth can you tolerate? That's like the memory that you have to hold awareness. Computer, when it runs for days and days on end, it's storing all these applications and things you wrote, and the cache from the browsers and all this software. It's compartmentalizing itself in the RAM, in the memory, and so like your brain, your psyche, you are limited in true expression. You're bouncing around trying to get out of these boxes. You have to let go and fall to dump the memory. Change it out, swap it out. Maybe get rid of the whole motherboard. Maybe it's no longer really able to hold the energy that's coming through reality. The bottleneck is the mind. We get defined in time. We are the being is time and form through motion. So what is beyond that? It's like, what is the thing you cannot question? How do you do it? How do you fall into your ignorance How do you do what you know not to do? And it's not that difficult because we do it all the time. We're so stigmatized by the contrast divide, by where the separation of you and the other begin. The other is the relations. Micro to macro, in to out. But we're born in the out from yesterday. So we're deep in these layers of psyche that are coming through us, all crashing. We're trying to swim to shore. It's like a slam dance in the river of Styx, and there are flaming, molting icebergs of lava coming down, and people are trying to get out of the way. We become one pain. In life, you rise up, you experience things, you recognize tribes, people who know the one pain, who know experiences. You have no words to define, you just understand. And then you see yourself in the replicated response of our ancestral cultural cultivation. Cult is not just about religious, spiritual convictions. It's everything. So you want to save people. You want to speak to them. You want to share with them. You want to do what you can. And in that process, you are martyring yourself. And you are perpetuating the victim, becoming your own tyrant. Virtualized into the Savior. And you find a peaceful contentment in the loop, and takes time to realize that you're perpetuating the progeny of the past, and it's time to expand the myth and change it for yourself. And to save the self is the only way to save anything else. This is Christ consciousness. On the cross of matter, all the crosses, it's moving spectrum. The Son of God, we have a sun in the sky, beyond it is larger conception. We are the children of the Son of God, and here we are on the cross of matter. We are in these rhythms to cycles, cosmic years. In all that grind, there's a spirit being born, and it has unlimited life because it has no defined value as a distinct sense of self. It is life. We fall in and out of that. So, rise again in new spirit, new awareness. Expanding the memory, the RAM, the ability to perceive your conscious depth of well, allowing allowing it to spill into the expanse of freedom, limited as potentials. So the retardation of mentality can realize itself. So in the world, not of it, do not become what you do. Allow yourself to be, and everything else from that to arise naturally. What you do today may change tomorrow. Find the eternal truths that are non-denominational, because you don't need to argue them. They're just self-evident. If you can get all the bullshit off the memory, the resonance of relation to the past explanation, then you can settle into a more sound, expanded sense of self. And you'll find others and situations which are in that energy, and you will generate more of it. And then that energy will become the dominant and will become the next Tower of Babel, and will continue on. So live a good life here now. Alright, if you're interested in a self-discovery call, just reach out to me. My information is in the description. Other than that, thanks for watching, listening, and being.